Wise women of the white owl and the lunar mysteries. The women gather around the moonstone. Their eyes shine with the light of the stars. Their bodies are filled with starlight. Their hair pours from the font of the sun in strands of gold, red, brown, and black. It is flame licking their shoulders. Their skin gleams like the petals of lotus tongues. Their faces are moonlight caught in pools of the earth, flinging their images back into the sky. The women are bold, yet not concerned with boldness. They are at peace, yet do not seek peace. They are love, but their mouths know not the formation of the words of love. They become one with the moonstone, bearing its single white tooth to the heavens. It marks the distance from nowhere to nothing. As the women hold the note of love among them, so the moonstone glows brighter and seems to take on a living human form. She becomes. Her limbs outstretch, her face tilts upward, her eyes are planets in the starry firmament. Out of every soul of the women, so she is given her nature, and that nature is divine. The priestess oracles of Lemuria and Atlantis, as well as some other early sacred sites, were known as Magiratha, or wise women of the white owl. Other than the white owl, their sacred symbols were the rowan and oak trees, the honeybee, the blue star sapphire, and the labyrinth, often in the form of a labyrinth cave. The labyrinth was their symbol as it represented the spiral path one must take in order to receive true wisdom. And Magiratha was sworn to the stone. That is, she took vows before a large white stone in the center of a ceremonial pool, which represented the Isle of Ava in the lake of On. A labyrinth of dark stone was set underwater into the bottom of the pool, encircling the white stone. There was a mythical legend in which a large honeybee bore a young maiden to the center of a lake. He told her that he would create a land of honey in the waters for her if she would keep watch over the sacred lake and sing it into the new creation. She agreed, and he made an island for her of spun honey, where she dwelt, and there she sang her song of creation. As she sang, so her isle of honey became a white cubed stone, the foundation of the new creation, and the lake of On became the cosmic sea, filled with starfish of the new heaven. The goddess Ashara, who had sent her honeybee to carry the maiden to the lake, threw her necklace of sea pearls into the lake, and it coiled into a labyrinth about the stone. So long as the maiden chanted the holy song, only those who carried the mark of the new creation upon their foreheads would make their way through the labyrinth of Ashara to the sacred stone. The foundation stone contained the imprint or template of the new heaven and earth. This myth is part of a greater creation myth. We only excerpt a small portion of it in order that you may feel the sacredness of the vows the oracle swore upon the stone. As the Magirath entered the lake on a golden barge rowed by 4 priestesses and accompanied by another Magirath or a mage, she began to chant the creation song. The words of this song were highly cryptic and meant to be comprehended only by the initiated. Once she reached the stone, she dipped some water from the lake into a small crystal amphora or vase, and poured it over the stone, saying, I cover thee with the veil of On. Thou art anointed with my vow to thee. Henceforth shall I keep my way in thy light. For I am that which you are, the way of creation, through the labyrinth of Ta. Then the priestess oracle would reach into a small golden bowl of honey, held by the other Magiratha accompanying her, and place the silken amber upon her hands. She would wash her hands with the honey, which came from the most sacred of hives, and then from her hands she would coat the top of the stone with the honey, saying, I return to the hive of my fortune. I guardian the sweetness of the wisdom of past, present, and future. Then the other Magiratha held a blue star sapphire to the new priestess oracle's forehead and spoke, Behold, she who guardians the labyrinth of Ashara. She comes in the night. She sleeps in the day. She holds the star before her. She gives birth to the sun. The Magiratha, taking her vows, would then bend to gaze upon her reflection in the lake and speak these words. I am a mirror to those who come through the winding way. I vow to be the sealer as well as the revealer. I guard that which is for those who taste the sweetness of the fruit of the tree. I therefore set the serpent upon the path and the bee above the throne. Through this cryptic vow, the Magiratha had sworn to impart the knowledge she was open to receive in a way that only those who were true adepts of the wisdom therein could understand. The underlying principle of this act, as concealed in the vow, is thus: knowledge of the greater Akashic must be truly valued by the soul and commanded through wisdom and integrity in the mind. To accomplish this, one who receives this knowledge has to be an initiate of the labyrinthine path leading to the stone of wisdom and ordained to the light within the Word. Such truths made plain for the lesser mind do not raise the seeker into his/her spiritualized mind-heart, where the wisdom of the knowledge is suffused into every fiber of the being. This is the most profound intention within the communication of the knowledge from the greater Akashic translated through the priestess oracle to the adept initiate.